Good evening, India. Here is some breaking news from America. Henry Kissinger warns Joe Biden of US-China catastrophe on scale of World War I. Former US Secretary of State Henry Kissinger said the incoming Biden administration should move quickly to restore lines of communication with China and freight during the Trump's year or risks a crisis that could escalate into military conflict. Unless there is some basis for some cooperative action, the World War slide into a catastrophe comparable to World War I, Kissinger said during the opening session of the Bloomberg New Economic Forum. He said military technologies available today would make such a crisis even more difficult to control than those of earlier eras. America and China are now drifting increasingly towards confrontation and they are conducting their diplomacy in a confrontational way. The 97-year-old Kissinger said in an interview with Bloomberg News editor-in-chief John McElroy, the danger is that some crisis will occur that will go beyond rhetoric into actual military conflict. The diplomat who paved the way for President Richard Nixon's historic 1972 trip to China said he hoped that the sheer threat of the COVID-19 pandemic would provide an opening for political discussion between the two countries when Biden takes office on January 20. If you can look at COVID as a warning in the sense that in practice it's dealt with by each country largely autonomously, but its long-term solution has to be on some global basis. Kissinger said it should be dealt with as a lesson. US-China relations are at their lowest in decades, despite the two sides reaching a phase one trade deal at the start of the year. Since then, the virus outbreak that began in Wuhan, China, has gone global, killing more than 1.3 million people and crushing economics around the world. As President Donald Trump stepped up his criticism of China, blaming it for the spread of the virus and the death toll in the US, each side also has ramped up moves the other sees as hostile. Last week, China's crackdown on Hong Kong's autonomy continued as officials there disqualified lawmakers viewed as insufficiently loyal to Beijing. US officials have decried the death of the one country, two systems policy that has helped Beijing navigate its ties with the West for a generation. The US followed up on its criticism by imposing new sanctions, banning investment in 31 Chinese firms it says are controlled by the country's People's Liberation Army. Trump has a more confrontational method of negotiation than you can apply indefinitely, Kissinger said. Early in Trump's term, it was important for him to emphasize the deep concern Americans have about the evolution of the world economy that is not balanced. I think that was important to emphasize, but since then, I would have preferred a more differentiated approach. The swift erosion in ties this year means China and US are edging toward a new Cold War, Kissinger said, adding that the two sides should agree that whatever other conflict they have, they will not resort to military conflict. To achieve that, the US and China should jointly create an institutional system by which some leader that our president trusts and some Chinese leader that President Xi trusts are designated to remain in contact with each other on behalf of their presidents, he said. Relations with China may dominate the foreign policy agenda of President-elect Joe Biden's administration. He is expected to seek ways to diffuse tension in areas including the future of 5G technology, Chinese expansionism in the South China Sea and Hong Kong's fading autonomy. While Biden has decades of experience in dealing with China, his tone took a harsher turn during the presidential primaries. He frequently criticized Chinese assertive policies in its region as well as Beijing's human rights record, even branding President Xi Jinping a thug during a debate in February. Of course, there are differences on the issue of human rights, Kissinger said when asked what more China could do to improve relation. It is important for each side to understand the sensitivities of the other and not necessarily to solve the problem, but to alleviate it to a point where further progress is possible. Jing used a speech last week to call for countries to strengthen cooperation and avoid conflict, even as his policies set China on a coalition course with the US. And China last week congratulated Biden and Vice President elect Kamala Harris on their election victory. The United States and China have never faced countries of a magnitude that is roughly equal with the other, Kissinger said. This is the first experience and we must avoid its turning into conflict and hopefully lead to some cooperative endeavors. Reviewing some of Biden's proposals for addressing China, Kissinger urged caution when asked about the idea of building a coalition of democracies to take on Beijing. History of crisis. I think democracies should cooperate wherever their convictions allow it or dictate it. He added, I think a coalition aimed at a particular country is unwise, but a coalition to prevent dangers is necessary where the occasion requires. Ultimately, Kissinger said the two nations, each leader need to recognize they see the same issues very differentially, and that colors their approach to talks. Americans have had a history of relatively uninterrupted success. He said the Chinese have had a very long history of repeated crises. America has had the good fortune of being free of immediate danger. Chinese have usually been surrounded by countries that have hand designed on their unity. Europe will increasingly find itself caught in a tug of war between the US and Eurasia, Kissinger said. Europe has been anchor of American foreign policy in the entire post-World War II period. He said, the question for them now is whether in the evolution of relations with other parts of the world, they will attempt to play a totally autonomous role. The New Economy Forum is being organized by Bloomberg Media Group, a division of Bloomberg LP, the parent company of Bloomberg News. Other guests including Microsoft Corporation co-founder Bill Gates, Stephen Schwarzman, chairman of co-founder and chief executive officer of Blackstone Group Incorporated, and Chris Kemjebri, president of CEO of McDonald's Corporation. Behind this report, Fosak TV.